Yes, people. What's going on with everybody, man? I'm here. I'm back again. I was with you last night. I'm back again with you again to fill your ears with the joyous noise that is Manchester United. But here I got my folks with me representing ATL, representing Los Angeles, California, the great Los Angeles, California, home of the Los Angeles Lakers, the Clippers, the Dodgers, the Raiders, the Chargers.
We don't take claim on Raiders no more.
Oh shit!
That's
Oh yeah,
Vegas.
yeah, yeah.
Hell
It's
no.
Vegas. It's Vegas.
Vegas,
Vegas. Vegas. Forgot about Vegas, bro. Forgot about Vegas. Yes, like, comment, subscribe, everybody. I think we had a great show last night. So everybody that's gonna drop in here, Hellbound Snorlax, not Raiders. Yeah. I'm sorry, I forgot about the Raiders, bro. You guys steal so many teams. It's hard to keep up.
The Rams and the Chargers, you wouldn't be wrong on, but yeah, the Raiders. That was like two cities ago for the Raiders. They went to Oakland.
Yeah. I'm old. But yeah, shouts to everybody. Ronaldo, what's going on, man? Talk to me.
Hanging in there, bro. Maintain, trying to ignore the Prem games like our players have been doing, and focusing on the cup. We got a big shiny cup to play for next Thursday. Looking forward to it. Trying to keep sanity until then.
Okay. And I got my boy Brian. What's going on?
What's happening?
Talk to me, man.
Nothing, man. Getting over a heat wave here in SoCal, and yeah, not looking forward to summer. I hate hot weather. But yeah, I am looking forward to Thursday.
LA is funny because I see y'all wearing sweaters and shit, and I'm like, what the hell is going? Like, is it hot? Is it cold? Is it
like 50s in the night?
Yeah, what is going on there? But when you don't live somewhere, boo Premier Games. Okay, all right. I'm getting booed already. And my boy, my homeboy, my brother from another mother, Big Cheese. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Man, listen, hanging in there. To all my United fans, my United family, all my Reds, hang in there. We are seeing it out. The end is near. Just hang in there. Support them on them.
What the fuck is this positivity? What is this?
I was just saying, man, we got like three games left, like outside of the cup game. Outside of the cup game, we got like 3 weeks of suffering to just get through. Is all I'm saying. I just want the man. I don't want the man to, come off at the seams. You know what I'm saying? Like people is losing it, Mikey. It was dismal at the pub, son. I've never seen it like that.
I haven't been to our pub in a little minute. I'm actually kind of glad because I can't. One time at our pub, before we get into the sponsor. One time at our pub, Onana let something go in. Like he let a goal slip in, and like he made a good effort to save it, but it hit off his hands. I think he might have made 2 errors. Forget the game, but that could be any game, right?
Exactly.
So a guy at the other end of the pub screamed. He said, "Man, save that shit!" And I got so emotional about it. I was like, "Man, you save it." I didn't know what to say. I was mad. I was angry. I was emotional. But yes, we're all I got a lot of questions for y'all. A lot of it is what I talked about yesterday, and just to get a gauge of how we're feeling here. But let me go ahead and read these ad reads and pay the bills real quick. And I want to give a big shout out to Balorian Manukian and Shakidian LLP, a personal injury law firm handling car accident cases on a contingent fee basis. So that means, hey, if they don't win, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got to pay nothing. But they win. They win everything. Go on the Instagram. You can see it right there. They got it right in your face. 400,000, 300,000, 200,000. They beat the Feds one time. This is who you want. You heard of Brian Steele in Atlanta with YSL? They're that. That's what they do. They'll beat the Feds. They'll beat whoever you need. Personal injury, wrongful death, all that good stuff. Located in Encino, California. And the number is our favorite number, 747-444-4444. Shouts to Balorian Manuka LLP, our first sponsor. And shouts to Casey too, who couldn't make it on tonight. But yeah, shouts to him. And also cannot forget Red Devil Threads. You see it over here in this side, over that side, or over there.
What is it?
RedDevilThreads.com. Go on to RedDevilThreads.com. Okay, we got all this nice stuff. You see this right here? I'm sure the Glazers got some money off of this, but on Red Devil Threads, don't worry about that. This is all no Glazer free zone, and you can still rock the best Man United threads, all that stuff. I got some stuff recently. I'm waiting on my second package for the next month. Can't wait. They got trinkets. They got all kinds of stickers and towels and all kinds of stuff to get you laced and straight and booted and suited for the upcoming season, because this season is done off. All right. So, yes. If you type in reddevilthreads.com and you type in when you go to purchase Stateside Reds, you get 10% off your order. So go ahead and tap in with them, man. Thank you for being a sponsor to the show. Now let's get to the gusto. West, how many fours? Bear fours. Well, let's get to the 8 if you're nasty. Oh man. West Ham, guys. West Ham. We got to talk about it. Got to talk about that match. Very terrible, ugly, nothing good. Nobody played well. Let's start off with Brian, man. How you feel about this match, and what were your feelings during?
It was just, we had a dead ass performance. Like you said, there was no fluidity. There was no, each line had their own struggles. I wasn't expecting much. Losing 2-0 wasn't really in my head, but I figured it'd be like a 1-1 or a 0-0. But yeah, just and then Euro being questionable now that's where most of my anxiety is coming from at the moment, because if we don't have him or DeLit, like our backline's it's kind of sketch. It's very sketch. So that I don't really like. I never want to see us lose, and I say I don't really give a shit about the Prem this season at this point. Like, it doesn't really matter, but it does. And you'd never want to see your team lose. I don't care if it's at SoFi Stadium, or like I want a meaningless game. I want to see us win, but yeah, it's just rough, man. And it's just like, I think my biggest question is, okay, if we don't win on the 21st, we still got a couple games left, I think, don't we? Or is that after the season?
Next Sunday is the last one.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. We got Chelsea.
I thought we had a couple more.
And then,
Okay. So that's all right. Yeah. So, I mean, they kind of I'd go a little harder at this last one, just to kind of, I don't know. I get like people need their game time and the rest factor and this and that, but like we gotta win on the 21st, and I don't know. I guess I don't really know what to say about the last game of the season. It's kind of, hopefully none of our starters get hurt.
All right, Cheese, what you saying, man? What you thinking about this game? How bad was it?
Listen, I'll be completely honest with you. My mind was somewhere else the entire time. I think I showed up. I listened to the first half in the car, and I just remember there was like a 3 or 4 minute span before halftime where they got like 6 corners against us in like 4 minutes. And I was just thinking, I was just like, man, that is so ridiculous to concede that many corners in that short amount of time. I was like when I was just thinking, it's like, when is this stuff gonna get fixed? Like this whole mentality. Like, I understand that, like, we have a whole lot of waste, man, to get rid of or anything, but like, when is this stuff gonna get fixed, man? Like, I feel like I just went daydreaming about that. It's like, what is Amorim gonna do to fix this? Like, what is he doing over the summer? Because like when after the Europa win, I was definitely confident going into the final, and then after the West Ham game, I'm just like, man, I'm jumping on you guys' bandwagon now because you guys are all concerned and acting scared of Spurs, and now I'm just like, oh, I get it now. Okay, all right.
I'm not acting. I'm scared.
Yeah, it's legit.
I'm not confident.
It's legit. It's legit.
Concerned.
So
concerned is the word.
So that's where I'm at. I think I tried to put the game out of my mind, but there's just things about the game that it's just like turning the wheels in my head. Just like the team mentality, and then just like set pieces, man. Like we can't be that bad at set pieces forever. Like going forward, like that
horrible at corners.
Some of this shit has got to stop.
Horrible at defending corners.
Yeah.
You know it's crazy? I was just posting about like percentages and how Arsenal's percentage. I'm like huge on like the stat part, right? I'm like, yeah, Arsenal percentage of goals that come from corners is actually pretty low compared to talking all this shit, and then we
laced up.
We come out and do this. So. Yeah, very tough.
Big old stinker. Yeah.
One more thing. Speaking of percentages, right before we started the show, I saw that Amorim has like more interviews than any other manager or something in the Premier League. And you were just talking about that. You just mentioned
me and Beto
you want him less in front of the camera, doing less press time. He's always doing a stupid interview. They broke that down in percentages, and it was wild. And I was like, yo, Mikey was just talking about this.
I've never seen a manager have to talk as much as he has in the last 5 or 6 years.
2.5 interviews per day is what he's doing right now.
That's
more than anyone else in the Prem.
And I don't give a fuck about what he has to say. I don't care. I'm still the same guy. I don't care about the brother. I'm looking at this camera now. I do not give a damn about press conferences, bro. This media training, they're gonna say what you want them to say. Listen, I got a cousin, right? He plays for the Cardinals. He's been playing there for 2 years. They do so much media training. It's a part of their practice, right? These guys, you think he's gonna say, the thing is like people hang on to your every word. As a manager, we're doing it with Ten Hag. We did it with that. Can you do it on the pitch or not? That's it. Because when we lose, your words are just not soothing me. Okay. And then when you win, I really don't care what you have to think because we won. It's just that was just a bonus. Like, okay, the manager's talking. So I don't know. Ronaldo, what you think, man? We're gonna go over some of his quotes because he said something crazy that people are divided on. So I want to get you guys to take on it. But go ahead, Ronaldo.
I missed the second half because it was Mother's Day and I was at the beck and call of my wife, my baby moms, But that first half was very frustrating, man. I mean, so we know we don't have anything to lose in the league, right? But we're playing so pussy. It was so frustrating. We wouldn't cross the ball in the box. Those guys are passing backwards on the edge of the box. Like, put the ball in the box, man. Maybe Hoyland might run into one. Maybe he ran into one against Bilbao. He was open and he scored. Put the ball in the box. When we're passing it around, knocking it, and then we lose the ball. So that whole first half was frustrating. The goal was stupid. And then I saw the replay of the second goal, and that was Sunday League, guys. That was Sunday freaking League defending.
Yo, how that ball got over?
Maybe Ugarte got a vertigo and just fell over. Sorry, Mikey, I'm not making fun. But he just keeled over. He lost the ball, and we weren't marking anybody on a counter attack. Easy goal. And then, as Mark was saying, we got hemmed up on corners 6 in a row or something like that. It's like Sunday League defending. I mean, I know the league doesn't mean anything, but do you really want to come 17th, guys? That's last.
It's 6 corners tells me that your defense is flailing around and just booting the ball out because they have no option to clear. There's no outlet pass available. They're frantic and they're just booting it.
Or giving it right back to the other team. Even if they're not booting it, we're passing it right back to the opponents and soaking up more pressure.
Real quick, it says Amorim has conducted 491 interviews.
Bang!
6 months, kid.
Bang!
I think that's kind of hyperbolic and they're counting like pre and post match pressers and shit like that. Like,
That's
I mean, I guess
many
you can count it,
interviews.
but that's like 2. I mean, if you do that, that's 2 for every game we've played. He's done a shitload.
That still doesn't equal to 400 because he's only been here what?
No, it's a lot more
7
interviews
months,
than
8
just
months.
those. But I'm just saying those are probably, you can count any time the dude says anything on tape as an interview. To be honest, you know what I mean?
Nah, man. I always felt like he was talking too much.
He does talk a lot, and I don't know why.
You're at the podium too much. That's what.
And that's the thing. It's like I just feel like you're always complaining about how much time you're not getting to train. Because he tried to do that last week, like, oh, we didn't have any time to train. And it's like, big man, it's May. There's no time. There's no time. Their training has to happen on the pitch. It has to happen in game, and it has to happen like you have the light practice in between. There's no time. There's no time. I just feel like I see him way more than any other manager. I watch a lot of football, and I feel like I see him more than any other manager. Maybe I'm biased because I watch a lot of Man United on top of it, but
No, you're not wrong. He more than any other, like, okay, like he's gonna do a lot when we first signed him, but he hasn't, like, that hasn't tapered off. Like, it just keeps going at, and you look at the other guys other managers when they first came out, and they do some, but it wouldn't continue to this rate like Amaranth is. Yeah, so you're not wrong on it.
I'm gonna read a few stats behind how bad we've been. We're gonna
pump everybody up.
Just to get it going. So we've accrued 24 points from 25 league games, dropped to 16th, and our win record stands at 24%. Against the 16 non-relegated teams this season, we've picked up 23 points out of a possible. Anybody want to guess?
17 by
41.
Nope.
36.
Nope. Too low. Both y'all too low. Ronaldo, last guess.
I'm fried.
51.
87 points. 23.
Oh, hell.
We picked up 23. So if results against the 3 relegated teams were removed from the Premier League, okay, an ad just came out of nowhere for Xfinity. Thank you. I don't care. It threw me off my spot. Okay, yeah. So if the results against the 3 relegated teams were removed from the Premier League, United would sit rock bottom. Amram's side have only beaten relegated duo Ipswich and Leicester since the 26th of January. On the basis of 3 points for a win, we're heading for our worst tally since the 1930-31 relegation campaign, when they would have collected 29 points in a 42-game campaign. So more games on top of that.
What?
Our home struggles. Hear this. With 9 home Premier League defeats, they've suffered their joint most losses in a single campaign at Old Trafford, along with 1931, 1933 to 34, and 1962 to 63. Their 17 league defeats overall are their most in a league campaign since 1973, when we had 20, and they were relegated to the second tier. They've fallen behind in 19 out of 25 league games with a record of 3 wins, 3 draws, and 13 losses. Only Southampton with 21, Leicester with 23 have trailed more in matches, with United going down 1-0 12 times at Old Trafford. Only Leicester have done so more with 15.
Depressing.
People aren't afraid.
I can keep going.
People aren't afraid to play at Old Trafford anymore. Old Trafford's no longer intimidating.
Oh, it has been years.
The minute Fergie dipped, it was done.
Yeah, once Moyes did the crap he did, and then once they got rid of Moyes, it was the chinks were there. And then Fergie even seen it. Fergie, he's well on record as saying like he saw the cracks in the armor at that point. Like they weren't going to back him to where they wanted to, and they were going to go in a different direction. So that was part of the reason he left. Yep. Look at that team that won the Prem. Look at that.
He wanted Bale and somebody else, and they said no.
Yeah. It was just that, he had to take care of his wife and all that other good stuff. But like, she wanted him to be done with it. But like, it was long coming. But I didn't think 12 years later we'd be here.
No.
I don't think anybody figured that. The haters would have. That was the wildest dreams, and they've come true. I mean, and we might come 17th, like right next to relegation. And yeah, I think from Ruben's latest interview, he basically said is like, I don't think it's a technical thing. It's a mentality thing. Do these guys are they phoning it in? Do they they know we can't make top 6 or whatever. They're trying not to get hurt for Europa, because that's the next thing that I swear to God, we're Hex or something, OBL or something, because anytime a guy gets formed for us, he gets hurt. Ahmad got cracked. Delo was the latest one. Euro, latest one. Freaking Licha was balling and then he got hurt. Ramadan Maz was rolling and then he got hurt. It's just like a steamroll. Anytime we get a guy in form, he gets cracked. So, they're playing scared and they're, right or wrong, they're dialing it back in the Prem, but it's a matter of pride and professionalism, man. You have to go out there and keep the sword sharp. You can't just go out there and phone it in and let guys beat ball around you. Pause. It's as he said, it's embarrassing. You're gonna come 17th. He came in when we were 14th. It wasn't like the beginning of November. We were 14th place when we counting out. We're gonna have 17 guys, and we're not at 40 points yet. Like that can't be okay. That can't be okay with anybody in the organization. Forget the players. I mean, the management, the ownership. Like, take a look in the mirror, guys. And I'm glad they said they're not gonna do no parade if we win it. Because what were we celebrating? It's a get out of jail free card, like our fucking 6 and ladders. The Europa League is like a fucking ladder up to Champions League. I'll take it. We're all taking it, but it's what it is.
So that's what I want to get into, actually. So remember yesterday, if you watched the show yesterday, everybody that watched yesterday, I was saying that us and Spurs, now everybody's been saying actually that us and Spurs being in here shouldn't give us a God-given or the right, rather, to go to the Champions League, right? Like, because we've been so bad, the rules should just change automatically. And before that point, I was like, man, they're just saying that because they hate us. Like, these are haters or whatever the case may be. But, bro, after that West Ham game, I wasn't arguing with them no more. I'm like, you know what? This might be the first year that we don't deserve to. Because think about it like this. Wang Chung, Melendez brothers resentenced to 50 years to life. We don't care about that, bro. What is this?
What are you getting these odds, man?
What is this, bro? Yeah, get out of here, man. Anywho, that threw me off. I'm like, I thought it was a real comment. Like, bro was like spitting something. Bubble Wrap Mason Mount since he's in form. Okay, yeah, because he could get hurt anytime. Yeah. But yeah, so I was saying, I kind of can't argue with that anymore, bro, because we've been so bad. Spurs they've been worse, which is crazy, but we've been so bad. It's kind of like embarrassing to me to be in this situation, but also have a European title to play for, and I feel like it takes away from the prestige of the actual competition, right? Like that we were able to not only go undefeated in this competition, where, let me look at this. Let me read you some more real quick. We've won 6 of our 25 league matches, drawing 6 and losing 13. And we've conceded 41 goals, with only the 3 relegated sides and Tottenham conceded more. Right? Amorim's 24% win record is the worst of any Man United manager since Sir Alex. Since Sir Alex, at David Moyes, 50% is the second worst. All right? That all included, do you still feel like we should be going to the Champions League? Like, I know we want to, we need the money and all that, but do we truly deserve to be in the Champions League, bro? Like,
rules are rules.
No.
Fuck what you heard. Rules are rules.
I'll take the procedural bump, but I mean we'll be out quick.
I mean, we'll get funds to
we'll be out quick next year. Like, I'll take it, but we'll be out quick. Like, we don't deserve it. But we get it because that, like Ronaldo said, rules are rules.
That's how I feel. I feel the same way. I just feel like,
and we got the sum of the real too. I mean, we're gonna get the extra money.
I'll take that cash.
We got free agents and whoever who. Hey, you got Champions League as Man United. Yeah, I'll come through. You know, man like Jokeris. You know, so
Indeed.
We'll see how the summer goes, how we sell, how we buy, and yeah, this team more likely not many of them are going to be on that Champions League lineup come September.
Yeah, I just was looking at it from the top down, like, man, you know, we really don't deserve to be here.
Absolutely not.
We really don't deserve to be here. But like, we also beat everybody. Well, we managed not to lose a game in this tournament. So I'm sorry.
Sorry, sir. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I got you off.
I'm finished. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think it might speak to the strength of the Premier League versus because you're not talking about the league winners. You're talking, 3-6, 5-7, whatever. Each league's allocated, and I think it just shows that the EPL even through towards the bottom of the top half of the table, so 6 through 10 can, play better than the same level of teams from other leagues.
I'll throw this out there too in defense of my shit club. The top 8 teams, apart from Man United and Tottenham, so the other 6 that made the top 8 in the table of Europa, they're all in Champions League spots in their leagues. Lazio is probably 4th.
Exactly.
Bilbao is 4th. Frankfurt, I think they might seal 4th this weekend. This is the last weekend in the in Bundesliga. Lyon's kind of fell off. I think that's the exception. And Rangers, of course, this Rangers in Celtic. It's got the
1 and 2.
Yeah. It's not gonna be Aberdeen.
So yeah, I mean, and then others like Galatasaray who are gonna win the league that are lower down. So I don't care what nobody says. The Europa League does not have bums, so to speak. I chalk it up to just big anomalies, and I'll mention again. Last year we had a great final with great teams, Atalanta and Leverkusen. Leverkusen, did they have the invincible season in Bundesliga when they won the title? They weren't losing games. They're like the cardiac kids, like 90 minutes. They stringing up for 2, drawing and winning games. And Atalanta came 3rd in Serie A and absolutely destroyed them in the final. So it's like, a one-time thing. I mean, once every 10 years, you might get a bum up the ranks, getting to the final or winning it. And we've seen it in our sports. We've seen it in basketball.
All I'm hearing is we're the bums.
Yeah, this year we're the bums.
We are bums.
We're some undefeated bums, though. This is
a bum ass team.
Yes,
only because it's like all the guys you named: 1st, 3rd, 4th, 1st, 16th, and 17th are what's playing in the final. So I definitely agree with what you're saying. It's just I do have to say I do feel like it's just us being as low, like both of us being this low. Has kind of it's the banter cup.
It looks bad, yeah.
It's hard to it's hard to get up for, I know closer to the time I'll be up for it and I'll be ready. But just hearing the rightful shit talk, it don't get to me, but at the same time I take it into account this is El Shitico. This is a real middle.
At this point, I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. At this point.
Real quick. So back to the quotes from Amarim. This is one quote that stuck out to me. I wanted to hear what you guys thought about it because I thought this was fucking crazy to say, but also true, but also crazy. Bummy on peak levels, says Casey. Bum ass team, hellbound Snorlax. Yes, bum ass team, 100%. The worst. We're not scared of losing a game as Manchester United. We don't have that fear anymore, and that is the most dangerous thing that a big club can have. The biggest focus on our football club is to change a lot of things, it's not just the final. If we don't change the way we play and perform, I feel like this urgency of winning every game We should not play in the Champions League. We should stay in the Premier League and learn how to be competitive 1 week at a time. We're losing the feeling of being a massive club. That's the manager.
100% agree. We've been buying down. We've been downgrading like slowly every year. Oh, we'll take this. Oh, we got an FA. Oh, we got a Carabao. Oh, we finished. It's true. I think it's 100% true.
I feel like what he's saying is true, but at the same time, I kind of don't want to hear that from the manager. Because, like, big man, you're at the helm of us losing these games. Like, you've won 24% of the games you've been able to coach here. So, like, this idea that, like, what I do agree is we do need to stop being so reactionary for us, like, when we lose, right? Because it's the end of every week is the end of the fucking world. And I was saying that a lot. And it was looking like I was tripping the season. I'm like, remember when I said, I don't think you guys could take 3 losses in a row. I don't think you guys could take a defeat here or a run of a string of bad form. I don't think you could take it. I kept saying it.
Man, everybody said, hold my beer.
And everybody just kept being, oh, no, not turning the corner. I'm thinking, and that's the problem, that mentality that we're going to turn the corner. We're going to be back. All it's going to take is 4 wins, 5 wins, this manager, this player, and we never get a chance to truly rebuild. We always end up in these situations here where we're like fighting for a trophy and we don't know about the manager, or we don't know about this player, or this guy needs backing, and this. We never give ourselves a true rebuild, like how other teams get a chance to be a true rebuild because they're smaller. So I agree with this 100%, but also I feel like Amarim is a little tone deaf because you are at the helm for this. You know what I'm saying? People are going to blame you for this. I don't blame you. But
dude didn't even want to be here yet. Dude didn't want to be here for like another 2 months. And he kind of got jacked into it. So I don't mind him getting a little, I agree with what you're saying. You have a valid point. I just think like, hey, you dragged me in here mid-season. Like this is happening. Nothing happened in January. Like, fuck you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can only polish a turd so much. You know what I mean? Like,
and he's often always saying like, hey, if I'm not the guy for the job, then they'll find somebody. I don't have to be the guy. And that's I'm like,
he's jaded. He's getting jaded because these guys sucking the life out of him. Pause.
They're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. And it's kind of like unforgivable at this point with some of the wages that they're getting. So I thought that was weird. I thought that was strange. Didn't really like hearing that, but when you talk 494 times in 4 months, you're bound to say something I don't like. Hell, we've been doing this show a year and a half now. I know I done said some bullshit. I say bullshit every day. So
speaking of that, y'all heard what Jose said the other day?
What did he say?
About how he picked the team.
He's rotating the squad a lot. He's like, so I got 25 coins with each player, and I throw them up in the air, and the 11 that land on the table, that's who I pick. I don't think about it. I be clubbing every night. I just throw the coins up in the air, and what lands on the table, them bitches play.
I'm at the club every night. Whatever's on the table starts. That's how I do it.
Wow. No regard for that league, man. It is so funny.
I love that guy, man.
He found his level. It's been kind of bad for him for a while. So
he's in Istanbul at the clubs.
My dude said the league smells.
Good God. I was watching, I think it was either Tammy Abraham or one of them. Somebody was saying like how it is in Turkey and how like they know you're there for money. Like the bigger guys, they're like, yeah, you're here for money. We know that. Like, we're not gonna sugarcoat it and pretend like you're not here for money. As long as you're doing what you got to do, we'll mess with you. But the minute you stop scoring, they pretend like they don't know you. They'll bring in the guy that's your replacement right in front of you. Like, they stop talking to you. They stop celebrating you and all of that. I'm like, God,
just keep it moving.
God, they just, hey, all right, who could do it? Because We need Galatasaray to win next year. We need Fenerbahce to win next year. We need, Trabzonspor to win next week. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I could believe him throwing some coins in the air. I could believe it. Ronaldo, take it away, man. I'm out. I'm out of topics. Let's go to some transfers. What are we talking about with the lap?
No, Hope, before you jump into transfers, I got something. It's no issues with what he said in the interview. None at all. It's like they're all spot on. But what's missing from the interview is, what are you gonna do to fix this shit? Like, I understand that you don't have your players, you haven't brought in your full squad or whatever, but for whatever you are trying to coach, why doesn't it like translate to your current players? Like, why doesn't it look like they're learning from you? Yep. Like, that's what I want to know. It's like, and that's what you don't talk about in your interview. You talk about the problems, and you don't talk about any type of solutions or any type of ideas or anything. And that's where I was like, what are you going to do about it? Like, cool. You know what the problem is. You've identified it. All right.
Yeah.
Now what? Yeah. Like, now what? And where are the results? Like, let's go. But
I agree with that.
100%. And also in that quote I don't like is like, it's just this air of like, hell yeah, I mean, the final, but we're shit. It's like, this ain't the time for that right now, brother. We trying to build these guys up to go and win it. We're 6 days away from that. You should be saying nothing but building these fucking bums to get us across the line, because we're gonna see the backs of them in a few months. So like, let's drag these corpses as far as we can grab them and drag them and just get them to the line. The beat Spurs 1-0 and we come out of there. You know what I'm saying? He says
that's
so
a good
much.
point.
He says so much. So I'm sure he's gonna do a lot of that. I'm not trying to be hyperbolic and just zone in on this one thing. But I found that actually very interesting because the way he says things, it's like he could be a little polarizing at times. The sentiment's changing on Amorim every day. It's changing on him. Like, people are starting to, what I was saying last night is that for some of the faithful, I'm seeing them even tightening their leash. Because when we were talking about 18 months, they give us, some people are saying, we're going to give him his contract and we're going to figure it out. He needs more windows. Now I'm starting to see those numbers dwindle from the faithful. I'm starting to see those numbers go down to like, if he doesn't have it together by November of next season, then I want him gone. He's a bum. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, he's only going to get one window between now and November, right? He only gets the one. He'll be coming up on the second. I think he needs 2, maybe 3 windows before we could actually see what's going on. But what they're saying is that they were going to make a decision. They've already made a decision that they're going to keep him, right? Like, regardless of the final, wherever it goes, they're going to keep him. And we knew they would. We know he's an Ineos guy, but like, you can't lose 6 out of 23 in next season. You can't win 6 out of 23 next season. It just can't happen. That gets anybody else in any other job sacked. It's just that we had the Europa League that to look forward to. So,
I mean,
I don't know.
He added 1 player in January. I mean, you rightfully say we didn't.
Right?
Yeah, that was it. You could rightfully say we didn't go out there and splurge and
who's trash.
Like, people we didn't need to. Plus,
we didn't sell anybody either.
I mean, I think the guy we should have got he went PSG, Kvaratskhelia, but I'll digress. But yeah, he still has to have his windows. I think he needs 2 windows at least before we even entertain this Amorim out nonsense that people are talking about. And I mean, how long are we gonna go through this cycle? We have this Frankenstein squad, players from several of the past managers, and we're all saying they should go, but then media and stuff come back the next day and say maybe the manager should go. We're like, what are we doing? Like, it's the players, guys. We gotta get better players in. We gotta get more players. We gotta get squad depth to keep some of these guys accountable, because that's another thing. These guys are skating by because nobody's there to replace them.
Yep.
Who's replacing you, Ugarte? Who's replacing Delo or Dorgo? There's no one there. There's no one there. And basically in the Europa League, it's Hoyland or bust.
Basically.
Or false nine, you know. We don't have this. We don't have a squad to pressure these guys to play good all the time. So they're gonna skate by on Saturdays and Sundays, and it's gonna look bad. And well, you know, based on what Ruben's taking notes, he's observing, he's seeing how people moving, and some people are gonna get cut because he doesn't like their attitude, no matter what, and some are gonna stay. Whether they're gonna be a squad player or first team player, some of them are gonna stay. So we'll see how it shakes down. May 26th, I guess.
So we got some news about Cunha and Delap that basically the talks have advanced. We're more on the talking stage with Cunha to sign in a little closer than Delap, but they're clearly our targets, and we've been in discussion with them to come and sign. I think Cunha is at 62, and Delap's at 30. So that's what we're going for them. I think that's a good little number for him.
Yep.
30 is not crazy. 30 is not crazy for a guy that gave you 13, 14 goals in a season, pending. I mean, look. We gave Rasmus 70, and we gave Rasmus 70, and he's 19 years old and hadn't played in the Prem. And what he was 21 when we gave it to him,
something like that.
Yeah, and we gave him, a crazy amount, and now we're paying for it. We're already going to buy another striker. So, tell me what you guys think. Are y'all sold on this Delap feller?
Not quite. He's still young. This is like
for the money that we're thinking about giving him. What do you think then?
Strikers premium. So there's a dearth of strikers out there, and he scored in the teens in the Prem on a really shite team. So yeah, I think it's at least 30 you have to pay for him. I think, based on those factors alone, his talent is debatable, his potential is debatable too. But yeah, based on those factors and inflation, and tariffs and everything, I think 30 is fair.
Eggs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm not sold on Delap.
No.
I'm not sold on Delap. I feel like we've got he had a Rashford when Rashford scored a bunch of goals that one season.
That's crazy.
And him I want Champions League football. Like, bro, you no, bro. Like, you need to you gotta calm down, man. Like, so that's got me turned off a little bit because he's in his head. So we could have a Lingard, Sancho kind of mentality coming in, and then it's I'm not saying he's bad. 12 goals at a team that's getting relegated is solid and respectable. But it doesn't. We need to sign someone that's more of a vet, because otherwise, unless we're going to sell Hoyland's not going to learn under Delap. Hoyland's just not going to learn under Delap, and Delap's in superstar young kid mode. He's not going to want to be training. You know what I mean? I just don't. Unless we sell Hoyland or loan him out so he can go get some tutelage under somebody else, I would rather see Ozyman. I know Ozyman isn't. I mean, he's a little bit older, but
he's died down a little bit too.
But at least he's had a couple more seasons, I think, and he's a little more proven. Season over season versus some guy that scored. We signed Hoyland because he scored 9 goals at Atalanta. And we get, you know what I mean? We gave him about $8 million a goal. You know what I mean? We gave him that 70. Like, man, come on, man. You know what I mean? Now we're gonna give this kid. I mean, this is a better goal per million euro ratio with Delap, but I was hot on Hoyland when we signed him. Like, oh, this kid sounds like he's kind of fire. All right, let's go. And hasn't worked out. We signed Delap, and Delap, if he's got his rock star mentality, is going to blame his teammates. You're not passing. You're not doing this. Is you go out in the media and start talking a little smack, and then you're gonna get that locker room, yeah, like that little tumor starting to grow and turn into a cancer, and I don't know.
Danny Walbeck has 10 goals. I mean, he does have 10 goals, and he plays on a considerably better team than our team. than our team. Yep. Let's just start. Don't start with them. They play on a better team than Manchester United. Okay, so 100%. He has one of those goals against us. But yeah, I feel what you're saying, Casey. He does have 10, and I'm not completely sold on him. I'm not a fan of his play style. But what I am a fan of is that he's 22 years old, and the money. The money's $30 million. He's 22 years old. He's already played in the league already, so he already knows what's going on. So I ain't mad. If we're talking about Oshman, right? Oshman will want upwards of 60 million. So we're talking about bringing in Cunha and Oshman. It's 120 million off the gate before we even get Champions League football. We talk about $120 million worth of signing, and we ain't even sold man yet. Okay.
Oh, I think
87 million to people who don't play for this club anymore.
I think the only one that we're gonna get before Champions League is Cunha. Even that, I think, not so much like see if we win Europa yet. It might just be whenever the release clause is active. It might be the last day of the season, whatever. But I definitely feel like you win that cup next Thursday. You're going to hear a lot of news about Jokeres. You're going to hear a lot of news about Osimhen and every Tom, Dick, and Harry that, that could fill a position on our team. Me and the strikers.
All the clicky clicks.
Yeah. I think during the game against Villa, we're going to hear that Cunha is official or something like that.
Let me ask you guys something. Let me throw something kind of weird out there. What if we did the lab and then we signed Jamie Vardy on a free?
Nah, man.
Stop smoking.
I'm just saying. Vardy's got that. Vardy is kind of I'm not a big fan of Vardy, but the dude can score, and the dude might be able to teach Hoyland a little bit, and maybe Delac can learn a little bit. Kind of like a Cavani, like a 1 year, just a one season. Maybe with an option for a second. Like, I know he's old, but on a free, you're basically hiring a striker coach, because our striker coach right now sucks. I don't know who that dude is, but our strikers ain't striking a damn thing.
I don't know what.
I know it's kind of weird. I don't know. What do you think?
On the free though. Like only on the free.
He's out. He's out after season. Yeah, he's out.
And he kind of looked washed this year, though, and he looked like he was showing his age a little bit. Like the Red Bulls ain't working as much anymore.
He's scored 9 goals in 35 games. I don't need him to teach anybody nothing.
He can teach. You don't have to play though. He could teach.
Hire him as the striking coach, not the striker that might come in the damn game.
I feel like he'll make Rasmus cry or something.
I'm just saying he's got the mentality though. You can't deny he's got the mentality of a striker.
For sure.
That's what we need.
Yeah,
he's old as shit. 100%.
He's 38.
We got Johnny Evans. We signed Johnny Evans. We re-signed him.
We shouldn't have done that.
Let them go.
That was a mistake. The guy came to train, and we were like, "Oh,
we were desperate. It was a mistake. It was desperation. Like,
you want to play for us? You
guy like a walk-on tryout.
I think his squad number's available still. You got a jersey.
Your take on Vardy.
I was just throwing it out there, just something weird. Like, I think a guy like Cavani, when we had Cavani, would have helped Hoyland a bit.
Jeremy said, "Hell no." Listen, I'm okay with the.
I'm getting hate right now.
Well, Casey is the only. Look, when Casey is the only one that's backing you, there's an issue. Nah, shouts to Casey.
You and me, Case. It's cool, man.
The only thing I like is the lapse age and the money is going to be on. I think, and that he played this year in the league with some more service, with some better guys around him, and Acuna. I don't think we need a Jamie Vardy to do that. If we're gonna go old, I'll go. I mean, I know it's not gonna happen, but like hypothetically speaking, I would go and reach for Harry Kane.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's a good.
Yes,
that's a good point.
Way better than Jamie Vardy, and he's still doing it. Even though
way better than Vardy, yeah.
Yeah, he's 36, so
that's
not gonna happen. He's there. He's not coming back here, and it would take $100 million or $80 million to get him to come and play for us.
He's trying to win Champions League out there.
Yeah, he's trying to do something big out there. He finally got his first trophy ever, as far as major trophy. So
the bug.
But somebody said, winning a trophy at Bayern is like losing your virginity to a prostitute. So I tend to back that a little bit. It counts, but it's cheap. But it counts, I guess. Casey said, if we don't win next Wednesday, shit is gonna go nuts. Yo, I have this weird, strange feeling that we're not gonna win Wednesday. I don't know why. I don't know why. And I'm almost the guy that's picking United every time to win. I just don't like the play styles, the contrast of play styles for Spurs, how they set up high line, ultra attacking type of side that's like can defend a little bit, right? Like they can kind of defend in comparison to us. Like they score goals. That's the thing. They score goals. We don't score goals. That's the style matchup. I think styles make fights. They definitely make matches too. So that's the issue. They lose by 1 goal. We lose by 3. We just so happen to beat
score at all,
or don't score. We'll lose.
We get cleaned.
2-1. Like I just feel like I don't like the style matchup. I'm not saying you'll hear my prediction closer to the time. We will have a show that Tuesday, and then we'll be watching the game Wednesday. So you'll hear this will change several times between this week. I'm sure it will. But right now, as it stands, I don't like playing Spurs at this moment. I just don't like it. Not
knowing who our back 3 are going to be has major anxiety to me. We can't name a starting lineup right now because we've got iffy, maybe not. Dude, that's scary.
Yeah, we can name it. You won't like it, but you can name one.
we can do a wish list, but
we'll know we'll know on Tuesday. We got a show Tuesday. The game's the next day. We could do that then. We'll know that the league's not gonna play. I know he's not gonna play. It's Euro's gonna be back. Maguire.
I'm hoping Euro's back. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
If we lose Euro back there.
Casey says, well, if the Premier League version of Tottenham shows up, we're losing. And then Hellbound Snorlax says, agreed. Yeah, man.
Didn't they do a double on us this year in the Prem?
They did the triple on us.
Yeah, and they carried us out of Carabao or FA or something, right?
Yeah.
But it's not the Carabao.
Fuck.
Now, granted, those are 3 different games on their face, right? Like, one's a Ten Hag game. The other one is like we were playing fucking Ericsson.
Yeah, I forgot about Ten Hag.
Yeah, we were heavily injured. And then the last game, we lost 1-0. So, like, in a way, we kind of gotten better each game. So maybe the 4th time is when we beat them. But
so we're gonna go
PKs. They won't have Madison for this game. So
Madison being out is helpful. I don't like winning because of an injury, but that helps our cause.
I'll take a win however I can get it. The best ability is availability. I can't help
at this point, yes.
I cannot help that you're hurt. The fourth time is a charm. Yep. They did the in and out 3 times 3. That sounds like a West Coast thing. We don't have in and out here.
I wish we did.
What's a 3 and 3? I've had in and out, and let me just say, it's all right.
That's like shit. What do you guys got out there?
We got Whataburger. We got Shake Shack.
Whataburger's horrible.
Steak and Shake. Yeah, Whataburger.
Let me tell you, the best
Whataburger is fucking trash.
The best fast food burger out there. I don't know if you guys have it out west, but it's Culver's. You ever had Culver's?
Culver's was solid.
Culver's
was solid.
Hell, bro. I've eaten a lot of fast food burgers. Snorlax says 3 patties. Don't you have this thing called the animal style where you like put the cheese and the meat on it?
That's like extra Thousand Island and extra cheese and extra onions.
Sloppy.
You never heard, if you've never heard of Culver's, I think you once you start going past Indiana, you don't get Culver's anymore. But it's good. It's good. It's
Wisconsin, though.
Wisconsin, yeah. It's supposed to be like Wisconsin cheese curds and their burgers are good. They make like a whatever. They don't pay us, so I'm done talking about that. Animal Salad's overrated later for that shit. And shout out to Marcus, Culver's fire, bro. Fire.
Culver's, hit us up. We can bring you on as a sponsor.
Bro.
Let's go.
I will take those cheese curds, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll take
I'm all about the damn cheese curds. Hell yeah.
But let's see what else we got. So we went through transfers, we got anything else, Ronaldo?
Yeah, no, we don't want to talk about lineups, but wanted to bring up a point about our game on Friday at Chelsea. So my boy from the Muppeteers, he rang up some figures, basically saying that they got up 18 teams or something, like 14 of them who played the first 11 before a cup final game, they won their cup, and the 4 that didn't play their first 11, they lost it. So it brings the question: who you want to see play Friday night?
Mason Mount.
Considering all injuries and everything, who you want to see Friday night?
I think we play a strong team. I still think we play a strong team only because it's so close to time. It's time to play.
Yeah.
It's so close.
We have enough time to recover too.
You don't want to give them 10, 12 days off in between games.
Friday, you can have the weekend off, come back, or you can have that Saturday off, come back Sunday, rest Monday, do a walkthrough Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? And then go right into it right after. Kansas City, Missouri. Shouts to Kansas City, Missouri. I didn't know y'all had a Culver's. Good food out there. Good barbecue. People sleep on that barbecue. Oh shit. We can forfeit that so nobody gets injured. Yeah, I feel you, but it's about match fitness. It's about match sharpness. It's about sharpness. You want a certain level of sharp. When you stay away from the blade for too long, it gets dull. So you want to be using that motherfucker, and that's why I'm like not mad if they play a strong lineup, but sub the kids in at some of the key positions for some of the guys that we know get hurt a lot.
Start the finals, start in 11, and then bring the kids on at half for Bruno, people we can't lose. Bruno, Ugarte, whatever. I don't think we have any defenders to sub in. Yeah, I would start Europa finals starting 11, and then sub off. We need to sub off.
I'll let Mountain Shaw play full games.
You think Shaw can play a full 90?
If they can do it, I'll let them play full games.
I'd love to see Shaw do a full 90 and Prover.
He has to. He played a full 90.
He also a full 90.
He played a full 90.
Did he?
Yep. He's already done it once. He wasn't good, but he did it.
My boy is rusty.
Hopefully he left that rest at wherever that was.
What I've heard from Heaven is that he's close to recovering. They're still he's just not there yet. That's all. I've seen he's training, but he hasn't recovered yet. That's all I've seen.
It's next year then. I mean, at this point, like anybody that's questionable, I mean, hopefully DeLay, Heaven would be great, but what about Delo?
No.
Delo's out.
He's dicey, and Xerxes trying his hardest. Like if Xerxes passes a fitness test, does he start the Europa final for you guys?
Ooh, nah, too much rust. He'll come in though for somebody hurt. I mean, for somebody tired. But that's the thing. It's like, where do you?
He's a good sub.
I will put him in at the striker. You know what? He can start the 9 for me.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
100%. I'd bring him on for Hoyland.
Hoyland's in the mud, man.
Yeah, like, a healthy Hoyland and a half hurt Xerxes. I'm taking Xerxes.
Yeah, Xerxes might just pass it around to the wingers and let them cook.
Yeah.
Hoyland plays rugby with the CBs. Hoyland wants to wrestle. Like Xerxes will find space. I'd bring him on as a sub. Start Hoyland and bring Xerxes on if he can play.
Yeah, because Hoyland as a sub is useless too.
Hoyland sucks as a sub.
I hate how they.
I like the kid, but goddamn,
I like him as like a personality. I don't know him, so they say like I like him as a man or whatever. But like, he seems like a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? He's no off field drama, no
good
craziness. You know, he seems like a cool dude. So none of this is personal. It's just all based on his play style. Just like all of this other shit I say. It's all based on your play style, bro. If you're not playing well at the moment, you can't get praise, and that's just what it is. And we're what have you done for me lately as podcast. So
it's about the player, not the man.
I can't believe y'all was talking about Rasmus scoring 20 goals.
Don't get him started. Yeah, we shutting this down.
Hold on. He was with that, though. That's the thing. It was him and Sean. Him and Sean were saying that they were going to score 20 goals. It was him. They were saying
Casey fucking with us in the comments,
man. These two same guys are the same guys that Marcus Rashford was better than Mbappe. These two same guys. Just saying. One has almost 30 goals. The other one has like 5.
Better than Mbappe?
16 goal Rasmus had us hyped.
Yeah. They definitely had you. Yeah, you trolling.
That's some high grade gas they're blowing on that.
Xerxes will gimp on the pitch and crutches if he could. The kid could play. That's the thing. I would let him play on crutches with a wrap around his neck and foot before I start Hoyland. That's how I feel.
He finds space. Hoyland doesn't find space. Hoyland's just like connected by the hip to the CB, and Xerxes will find a little room.
And he can't facilitate. That's the thing. Is like there's no facilitating of the rock whatsoever from Hoyland's run. Okay, I can't dribble anymore. Let me turn around and see who I can give the ball to. That's it. There's no clever pass forward. There's no breaking a line. There's no ding ball over the top. There's none of that. There's not even
no squares, no give and goes, nothing.
No flicks past the defender.
Nothing. There's no kind of style whatsoever. The guy is just completely no flavor, just bland. And that
lining up on ting.
Bruno will do that for you. Bruno will give you that. Xerxes will give you that. Like, look at Dorgu. Dorgu had played a pass that broke the lines that got Garnacho in 1v1 and Garnacho fucked it. Even that is like, look what he did from back there. He was able to play a pass forward that it got messed up. But like playing back deep, because he normally comes deep for the ball, he can't give you that kind of playmaking. So it's almost a wasted person at the 9. It's wasted. Cheese, you look like the Weekend in your picture.
Hell yeah.
Oh, let me see the picture. Like Basquiat. Yeah. I don't know, man. We got plenty of time before then to do score predictions and
lineups and all that good stuff.
Lineups and all that, especially before Chelsea. Chelsea, we got a show Thursday. They play Friday, so me and Sean will come on Thursday. If you wanna do your score prediction before that, if you're not gonna be on Thursday, you can. What do you think who do you play, or what do you think we'll score? Just think all about the pressure on Bruno. He has to show up in the final. I think Bruno's the last person I need to be worried about as far as pressure goes. Bruno's the last person. Bruno's played. He's done it. He's given us this amount of goals and assists for the entire season every year since he started playing for us. Every single year, he's in the teens for goals. He's in the teens for assists every single year, just about, if not blowing it out the water. So that guy I'm not worried about. I think he's a big game player. There's no pressure. It's these little men like Dorgu and Onana
Oof.
and Luke Shaw that I'm worried
Hey.
about. Yeah,
all the people I'm not worried about, and I think they'll be hungry to get us over the line. Along with Bruno, Maguire was on that team that lost the final and the semifinal. I think those guys, they want to win it. And man number one, Casemiro. I think he's ready to kill for that. I mean, he's risen from the dead. Lazarus, man. Got his legs back. He's running. He and Ruben, they spoke that Portuguese. They figured it out. And he has him humming. I mean, I still think we shouldn't be, if we could sell him in the summer, great. But I don't want to worry about that right now. I want to let Casemiro cook, get us that cup. I think out of those three vets and Ahmad, because he's just a G, those four, I think they could bring us over the line.
I'm not worried about Rasmus. He's stinking it up anyway. All he can do is play good. No, he can play bad.
I think he's trying to do worse.
He can play worse. You think he can be
Bro,
worse?
From what I heard Sunday, like the second half Sunday was absolute bobbins.
Awful.
He was ass. He was ass, dude. Yeah, like
he would only surprise us if he plays well. Yeah. I mean, we expect it though, right? Listen, we're shitting on him right now for sure, but we want you to play well, Rasmus. I know you're never gonna watch this, but we want you to play well. We
like you, dude.
We want you to play well. We want you to be, go down as a United icon and legend. This is where it starts. You start in this game right here, and in the final. Hell, score a goal against Chelsea for fucking fun, and then take that shit into the final. Or at least the thing is, I'm one of those people that believes a striker could do more outside of scoring goals, right? And assists. We want you to score goals 100%, but you don't have to score goals all the time for your game to translate as a striker. Yeah. Look at Gabriel Jesus. He does that shit. He can go 7, 8, 9, 10 games without a goal and nobody cries. You know why? Because he does everything else. He's a dirty fucking guy that muddies up the trenches and he can play a pass forward. You could do a lot. You have to learn how to do those other things when there's a lid on the goal. And he doesn't do any of that shit. And there's a lid on the goal.
He's just losing battles all the time.
No. We're going to show our class. We're going to shower our lineage and we're going to win a cup. Damn, I said shower. I meant show our lineage and we're going to win a cup. Yeah. I don't care about the lineage. The lineage means nothing. The lineage means nothing. When the ball gets rolling, European heritage, lineage, history, all that shit goes out the window. Because Spurs have every reason to win this. They have more of a reason to win it than we do. They've never won it. They've never did it. And to do it over Arsenal right now would be colossal for them. This would be their Super Bowl. This is their Super Bowl. They have every reason to win this more than we do. We've already won this before. Now, granted, we need it for the same reasons, but the more driving thing is that they've never done this before.
We need it for the
money. They've been to the final a while.
They haven't been to a final since the Champions League final. Yeah. What place is Arsenal? Are they second? I think they're second. They drew against Liverpool, right? I didn't watch that game. I don't care what Arsenal's doing at this point.
Yeah, Liverpool up 2-0. And
I'll bottle it at number 2 that we win when they're second. That's fine. I'm not a superstitious guy, but I'm gonna go with it because it'll increase my faith in what we might be able to do.
Not too worried about what Liverpool's doing. We had our day. Once they went out the Champions League, I was good because I was scared. I had them winning it. I had them winning it all. So and they got pretty close. So. Once they went out, I'm like, all right, cool. They can't win the title. They can't win the Champions League now. Trophyless. Now let's do what we do. But Sean is in head with all the superstitious. Yeah, he is. Sean's one of those people that if he's like with the history, like we have a history in this competition, we can do it. Like it's like that means nothing. That means absolutely nothing. Because if that's the case, then what's this shit called? The barcodes. Newcastle shouldn't have goddamn won what they won. They hadn't won in 60 years, right? You know, so that just goes to show you that the ball. All right, my posts are getting crazy. I got to get off this shit, man.
Word.
What else we got? We might need to get off. Pause.
We got to get off.
Well, yeah, man. Well, that's been another episode. If anybody else got anything else, that's been another episode of Stateside Reds. Those casual Reds, once again. Any last words y'all want to leave us with before we go on to our next one? We got our show Wednesday with Sean doing the history stuff. So check that out, 8:00 Eastern time. Anything y'all want to leave us with? Any parting words?
Keep the media's balls. Don't listen to them, man. listen to us. Listen to us.
Okay. Brian, anything?
Regardless of the result on Friday, Chelsea's still ass.
Yep. I would love nothing better than knock them out of top 4. But that's us. We don't play ball. We're not on a team.
We put them in the conference league last year, so I'd love to fucks with them a little bit more. A little bit.
Oh yeah, I'd like to leave y'all with the New York Knicks up 3-1 against the Boston Celtics. Possibly going to play the Pacers. Let's go.
SoCal gives no fucks.
I broke something.
On that note, good night.
Yeah, congrats on your team. You saw what we did, so
yeah. But yeah, hey, thank you everybody for watching, man. Everybody's gonna watch in the future. Shouts to Red Devil Threads, Balorian Maluki and Shakini and LLP. Shouts to Ronaldo, Cheese, Brian, everybody in the States that's been watching, that's been with us. Thank you. Up the fucking Reds. I'm gonna change my mind probably 6 or 7 times before Wednesday.